Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Blues of Austin taking on the Minnesota Vikings. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys are in the midst of a great run, only one loss in their last 10 games. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, champions of their division, know they'll be hosting at least one playoff game in the near future.
Andy Borregales set to kick off.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their seventh-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll look underneath and finds Brown.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the third round.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
The tackle made at the 30.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When you look at this defense,
they really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
now McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
Competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At the 42-yard line.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Lang. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Up the middle they go. It's Lang. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive lineman still.
A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Blues get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to cut it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Danny Stutzman able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
To the air with McCarthy.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing is McCarthy.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd and 5. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Wide open receiver complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Hughes. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Here's McCarthy.
This is caught.
And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close. The goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
McCarthy is set to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone for a Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Blues offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the penultimate week of the season.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
35-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 19, Charger. 19, Charger. Trap 60, trap 18, 5 here. 79 Brooks, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Come on. Viking, 8, 2.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
A gain of 3 on the play.
Let's go now.
And Austin, 1st
Let's
down.
go, 80. Go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 15 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try to catch the ball.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
19, Tiger, 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good for a Boston first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the 2nd quarter.
19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
It's so difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender, and the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Ready? Ready?
Don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Half halftime. Coming up, let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports.
Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the AFC. All right, Brandon, thanks much. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. And it's the Houston Texans defense that comes up with the big play here. They force the interception. They've got room. They're taking it all the way. Pick 6 for the touchdown. The Texans are on the doorstep of history. They improved to 16-0 with another win. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they play host to the LA Rams. And here's the Rams wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Rams took care of business. They win it by 5. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Drake May, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Colts walk it off. They win in overtime. With that, let's give you a look at the all-important playoff picture in the AFC here in Week 17. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Blues offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 114 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. And you maybe got a yard up to the 40. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Mike Travis, 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions.
They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Ready?
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Blues take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Vikings 10.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And now out comes Minnesota. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Taken from just outside the 30. Oh, what a move. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, good move. Yeah, able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Let's go now. HC caught.
Hands it off out of the gun. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown! A big play there. 53 yards. And the Blues are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
28. Vikings 10.
Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard
So
line.
one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. Hey, hey.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Felton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point lead down the middle. And the lead is down to 11, 28-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
18, run. 79 Brooks.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, Lang. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Viking 18.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
47-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Lang. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Up the middle they go. It's Lang. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 79 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down, Blues.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Blues extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
The extra point now for Borregales. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Got him in. It's Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
McCarthy's pass.
2nd down and 3.
14. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd and 3. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So they get nothing out of that play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Felton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they work this near the 5. They'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Blues have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Borregales now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Well, he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
23 yards. And the Vikings first down.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. 2nd and 10.
Come on, cut it! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
14. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now McCarthy. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Austin's offense ready to go again. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A desperation heave for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without